We live in an era of constant digital connection and hypersexualized media. Yet, the data tells a conflicting story. Gen Z is statistically the most sexless generation on record. This decline suggests a systemic breakdown in the practical mechanics of achieving intimacy. The modern infrastructure for meeting and connecting with others has become significantly more difficult to navigate. Standard advice often defaults to generic encouragements like, be yourself. However, current research highlights 3 specific points of failure: the environment where you meet people, your physical baseline, and a lack of social playfulness. Reclaiming a social life involves adjusting these 3 factors. When your environment, presence, and behavior align, romantic outcomes become much more frequent. The first factor is environment. A survey from Wellesley College indicates that intense academic isolation serves as a primary barrier to intimacy. Students pursuing degrees in mathematics, chemistry, or biology are statistically prone to prolonged virginity. The heavy workload and isolated nature of these fields frequently limit the time available for a social life. A 2011 study identified that simple exposure to the outdoors isn't enough. Parties, outdoor events, and bars show the highest correlation with casual romantic encounters. Evolutionary psychology suggests women have developed a natural defense mechanism regarding their social reputation. This makes them more guarded in environments where they are known to their peers. Anonymity reduces this friction. Traveling to a different city, a foreign country, or even a bar across town where no one knows you increases the likelihood of a successful romantic interaction. In these anonymous settings, the initial approach matters. A 2008 study found that opening a conversation with a low-pressure question yields better results than starting with a direct compliment. Prioritizing anonymous social settings and leading with question-based openers addresses the first major barrier to connecting with others. The second factor is physicality. Poor hygiene or a lack of fitness often leads to a cycle of low self-confidence and reduced external attraction. This chart tracks physical traits against sexual partners. Increased upper body muscle mass correlates with significantly more frequent romantic encounters. Conversely, men who are overweight or obese have double the statistical odds of experiencing prolonged virginity compared to those at a normal weight. Height also plays a role in dating outcomes, with a distinct statistical disadvantage affecting men under 5'4". Men in the public eye often manage this disadvantage through styling. Tom Cruise, for instance, utilizes elevated shoes to increase his height on the red carpet. Other cultural examples like Lil Uzi show that adapting your physical presentation is a standard practice for navigating height disadvantages. Once a baseline of attraction is established, breaking the physical touch barrier early and naturally during a conversation builds comfort and prevents the interaction from stalling. Improving physical presentation is a practical step towards transitioning a platonic conversation into a romantic one. The final factor is behavior. John F. Kennedy is remembered as a charmer, but as a teenager he was serious and sickly, often isolated by his various health conditions. While at boarding school, Kennedy made a conscious shift in his personality. He adopted a rebellious, joke-cracking persona to overcome his isolation and connect with his peers. By the time he reached college, this playful and witty personality had made him one of the most successful men in his social circle. 2021 data confirms that this behavioral shift correlates with success. Playfulness is a key indicator for both short-term and long-term relationship outcomes. Effective banter involves creating emotional tension, like teasing her about her favorite feature before giving a genuine compliment. This sets a natural stage for a first kiss. Charismatic playfulness is a skill that can be developed and refined through practice. A successful dating life is the outcome of combining the right location, physical health, and playful behavior. The digital intimacy drought ends when these behaviors are practiced in the physical world. You have the ability to influence your own dating outcomes. By refining these 3 specific points, you can now navigate the modern landscape with much higher rates of success.